Lesson 2. The Maps. A chapter overview. The importance of map. The limitations of a globe. The types of map. The languages of the map. Introduction. In previous chapter, you have studied about the globe, which is a model of the earth. Except the globe, map is also an essential part to study of the earth and its structure. Now, you will study in this chapter about the map, directions and the kinds of the map. Map. The map is a drawing of the earth on a flat surface like paper, cardboard or wood, etc. It can be folded, rolled and even put in a bag. Maps can be drawn to show the whole world or even a very small part of it. Maps may be of continents, countries, cities or even of neighborhoods. We can also make a map of our house and show all the details on it. Though a globe is very useful for studying about the earth, as it is a true model of the earth, it has certain limitations. Limitations of a globe. 1. A globe occupies a lot of space. 2. It is not easy to carry a globe from one place to another. 3. It cannot show detailed information. Because of these limitations, a map is drawn on a flat surface. A map can overcome all these shortcomings. In comparison to a globe, maps give more specific and detailed information. Maps show locations and features like types of land, natural resources, agricultural and industrial resources, climate, population distribution, places of tourist interest, roadways and railways routes, etc. We can even enlarge the features of a small area and show them clearly on a map. A book which contains maps is called an atlas. Maps can be hung on the walls. They can be carried folding them and kept in a bag easily. Do you know? A map is a flat drawing of the whole or a part of the Earth's surface. Types of maps. There are many types of maps. Some of them are as follows. 1. Political map. 2. Physical map. 3. Thematic map. 4. Topographical map. 5. Cadastral map. 1. Political map. These maps show boundaries between different countries or different states in a country. 2. Physical map. A physical map shows the physical features of an area. The physical map of Bharat shows us its land and water. 3. Thematic map. The maps which focus on specific information of the regions are called thematic maps. 1. Some maps show rainfall in different areas. They are called rainfall maps. 2. Some maps show population in different areas. They are called population maps. 3. Some maps show crops grown in different parts of the given area. They are called crops grown maps. 4. Topographical map. This map shows the natural phenomena and human activities such as roads, railway lines, landforms, etc. 5. Cadastral map. This type of map shows the villages and towns with the details of streets, plots, fields, etc. Key, scale, directions, title and grid system are some of the important elements of a map. The best way to learn about the other countries would be to visit every place on the earth. Is that possible? No, so we have to find an easier way. To do so, we can study a map. To understand the information given on a map, we must know its language. Keys or symbols. Keys or symbols tell the matter of a map. There are many keys or symbols used on a map. These are given below. 1. Scale. It is the most important language of map. The scale enables us to measure distances from one place to another on the particular map. Maps are classified into large-scale maps and small-scale maps. This classification depends upon the area of the Earth to be shown and the size of the map. The map of the world, continents and countries are small-scale maps as large areas represented on small-size map. The maps of towns, villages, etc. are large-scale maps as the smaller areas are represented on a large-size map. If on a map the scale states that 1 centimeter is equal to 100 kilometers, then it means that from one place to another on that particular map, 1 is equal to 100 kilometers on the Earth. The scale statement, giving the scale used in map, is shown either on top or bottom of the map. To directions, there are 4 main directions used to find your way on the map: north, south, east and west. Maps are generally shown with north at the top and south to the bottom. Some maps, however, indicate north and south with an arrow. When we are facing north, our left side indicates west and our right side shows east. All the maps also follow the same system of directions. If you are clear about the 4 main directions, the subdirections become easy to remember. See the adjoining figure to understand the directions on a map. 3 subdirections. In addition to the 4 major directions, there are 4 subdirections also. Between north and east lies the northeast, NE. Between north and west lies the northwest, NW. Between south and east lies the southeast, SE. Between south and west lies the southwest, SW. 4. Title. All maps have a title which tells the reader what the map is about. 5. Colors. In the map, the colors play an important role. They tell a recognition to every part or thing separately. Color descriptions are given below. Color. Parts: light brown, highlands; dark brown, mountains; dark blue, deep waters, oceans; light blue, lesser depth of water; green, plains; yellow, hills and plateaus. 6. Signs and symbols. There are many different features on land, such as temples, mosques, churches, roads, capitals, cities, rivers, railway lines, etc. It is not possible to draw them on a map. Thus, standard signs and symbols are used to show them. Do you know? Google Maps is a web mapping service technology provided by Google. They provide many map-based services: Google Map website, Google Route Planner, Google Ride Finder, Google Transit, Google Urban Business Locator, etc. Some of commonly used signs and symbols are given below. The symbols and colors used in the maps are universal, i.e., the same set of symbols and colors are used all over the world. So they are called conventional symbols or international symbols. In every map, a key or legend is given which helps us to understand the meaning of signs and symbols used in that particular map. A sketch and plan. A sketch. Some maps are drawn hurriedly. They are not drawn according to scale. Such map is called a sketch. A plan. Some maps are drawn at a very large scale on a planned way. These are called plans. These maps are drawn when many details of a small area are to be shown on the map. If you want to show the number and position of benches in your classroom, you will have to draw a plan of the classroom itself. Such detail cannot be shown on the map of your town or the city. Recall. A map is a representation of the earth or a part of it on plane surface to a scale. A political map shows the boundaries and areas of different countries. All maps have a title which tells the reader what the map is about. Like, share, and subscribe.